Hello. Today I would like to go over some of the gradebook changes that we have in Synergy this year. Hi, Salem folks. This is your sign in for PD. All right, so gradebook updates. There is a gradebook interface change. You might have seen a preview of this last year, but this year it is going to be pushed permanently. At this time, you can switch between old and new interface, but the old interface is going away. So I highly recommend that you take the time to get to know the new interface now. And it has some really great features, so I assure you it is worth it. And if you watch this whole video, you will get to know some of them. I'm not going to go over gradebook setup or pass back in this video, but if you need help with either of those, please contact myself or one of the other ITSs and we will get that. So this is an example of the new gradebook and what it looks like. So you do have some filter and other options, and I'm going to go over those first. So in the gradebook, in the top right-hand corner, you will see an auto-save feature. You do have the ability to toggle this off and on. When it's on, it will be green, and when it's off, it'll be blue. It says autosave. It's not instantaneous autosave, though. So when it is saved, it will say saved up there, though. So make sure that you see saved before you exit out of the program. So here is another new feature is column chooser. So you can use the column chooser to choose students, grade levels, assignments, so that you have a choice of what each of the columns is. And then you also will have a choice of what is in that column, and we will look at that here in a moment as well. Within the filters tab, so you're going to click the quick filters from the funnels at the top. So you have the first column within that filters tab is type. So you can click to check your desired type or click the arrow to expand beside the desired type of a specific item. So category, unit, and I'll show you this unit feature. It's really great here in a few moments. And so if you just want Unit 1 things, you can filter so that only Unit 1 is showing in your gradebook at a time, and that's really nice if you're looking for specific items from students. Note that the window will close after each selection, so you have to open it up if you'd like to add other selections and filter it down a little further. You can click Pin to display quick filter selections, or click to unpin and remove. That's up at the top next to the X. So you'll have that option. So great details will pop up. You can have it toggle to always pop up or to have it turned off. So if you're entering a whole list of grades at once and you don't want to see this grade detail pop up, you can have it turned off. But if you are looking for specific notes on students, then you can have it turned on. And when turned on, you'll be able to see public and private notes. You'll be able to see the assignment score for each assignment. And then you'll also have the grading columns all the way over on that right-hand side. And the district codes that you have selected in your gradebook setup are available over there. So you can quickly add those two assignments. Another great feature in this is score history, and I love this one. It will show you anytime that a score has changed. So what the new score is, what the score was before the new score, and it shows you who changed it. So if it was changed by someone other than yourself, you can see when. So you can add a parent-teacher conference. If they say, well, they've got a 75 on that or an 85 on that, you can say, they do now, but previously, let me show you what the score was and how that score has changed over time. So in options, we have quite a few gradebook option changes, and the nice thing is once you set this up, if you want it to apply to all classes, it can. So we'll start there. You can set this up ahead of time if you want students to sort by first and last name. If you need to show drop students, I get this often at the beginning of the year when we are still leveling. You can select drop students and get their grades so that you can give that to the new teacher as well. You can have grade level turned off and on, audit indicator, student picture off and on, student ID section, all those things. The next The next tab is grading. You can have class mark on and off, points or percent, depending on how you set up grading. You can also have it to show a different color for a specific percentage or score. So this teacher has it set at 64 to highlight those students as red or whatever color it highlights as. If you want it to be 75, 70, whatever it is, you set it there, and then you can have that apply to all of the students if you'd like. You have a whole bunch of other options here, and then posted grade. The next tab is assignment, so you can have them set to filter and sort as oldest to newest or newest to oldest, which is really nice. If you don't want to have to scroll all the way over to the right every time you want to enter a new grade, you can set it so that the new grades are right at the front. You can also change the column width. So if the columns are always really tiny and you can't see what the column says, you can use this column width to make them wider or skinnier depending on what you need them to be, which is really nice. Next, we have header. So this is what is up in this top section of each assignment. And you can look through here and decide what you want turned off and on, which is wonderful. You can have the analysis band, attendance on due date, and managing your bands. I don't think a whole lot of people mess with this, and then you'll notice a blue plus sign down in the bottom right-hand corner of the window. If you click on that plus sign, as done here, you'll see the assignments, and then if you hover over assignments, you'll see quick assignment. And then you might also see this content bank. We don't use that, so you shouldn't see it, but if you do, just pretty much ignore it, and then you can enter a assignment or quick assignment, and I will show you what both of those look like. The wonderful thing about this blue plus sign is you can drag it out of your way. You can put it anywhere on your screen you want. So if you're trying to enter grades in this far column and that blue plus sign is in your way, you can drag it and move it anywhere to get it out of your way, which is really nice. And then it will default back in that corner every time you come on, so you'll be able to find it. Adding assignment. So this is a full assignment. Very similar to what it looked like before. You are going to just enter in all of your options. I said that there is a new unit option. This is optional, but I know especially my social studies people, for example, probably science, you know who you are. Always write what the unit is at the beginning of the description or in the title of every single description, and that's not necessary now. The first time you go in, it won't have any units. You can click in the box and then type in unit 1, and then the next time you come, that drop down will have unit 1. You can grab it when you're ready for unit 2. You'll type in unit 2, and then unit 1 and 2 will be there, and you'll have all of your units. So that is a nice option. You'll fill all of this out. We've had a lot of discussion over max score and points. You should always make sure your max score and your point are the same. Expected duration, completely optional, but this is, if you think it's going to be a 2-day assignment, you can put 2 days in there. It's just nice as an explanation for parents that this should take them, 1 class period, 2 blocks is what we're working on this. So if you want to add it in there, you can, it's not required. And then remember last settings for all of these options. Student instructions, teacher instructions, you can add all of these. We are not using this box over here that is highlighted in red. This is to add images, links, and documents inside of Synergy, and we just want to make sure it's very clear that Canvas is our element. That's where all of our documents are found, so we don't want to attach things there so that it kind of muddies the waters and parents don't know where. The other tabs, advanced settings, has student view and parent view, so you want to make sure that the tab to show the assignment is in the portal, and anytime a grade is added, it will automatically update inside of parent and student view. Quick assignments, a few less options. You're just going to add the assignment name, quick description, what the type is, any grading details, and this is available in both quick add and regular assignments, but you can have it so that you can send it to all of your classes so that you're not recreating an assignment in every single one of your classes. Make sure that grading period is correct so that there's not any confusion on that. If you are someone that uses Canvas assignments, when you see looks like a mirror ball to me slashed out. It wasn't a Canvas assignment. If you see the mirror ball, it's not slashed out. It was a Canvas assignment. You just want to make sure that if you have to change the grades, you're changing them inside of Canvas and not inside of Synergy if it was a Canvas assignment. There is a what if calculator now in student view and parent view where they can slide to change the grade and see how it would impact the student grade. Really cool feature now. You have a home page, so you would have your sections 1, 2, 3, and then there's a toggle at the top, which you can't see in this view, but you can toggle between your classes right above where these are at, and that's how you switch between them. But this feature has attendance and reports, communications, gradebook, all of the things on one tab. It comes to you originally in just one block color, but you can change the images and customize it. So if you are into the aesthetics, you are able to make your gradebook a little prettier this year, which is kind of cool. All of these cards, which are called course cards, are customizable. So if you go to the gear at the top, that's where you're going to be able to change the background. You can also choose what is in there. So if you know you're not going to want to look at any of these tabs, you can take it off of your course card so that it's customized to you. And that is an overview of what our new Synergy Gradebook looks like. If you have any questions or need any help with this aspect of it, I would love to help you. So let me or one of my ITS compadres know, and we are happy to help.